I'd like to return to the words of Sufi Ahmed Murad Chishti, Murshid Samuel Lewis in these Githas on Dhyana and meditation is the translation of Dhyana. When the breath is kept in rhythm and is refined, again coming back and hammering on the basics here. When the breath is kept in rhythm and refined, the magnetism which is ordinarily consumed in the activities of mind and body is preserved. So this is tremendously in your self-interest to do this, to keep your breath in rhythm and to refine it, and to notice in the course of your activities throughout the day the condition of your breath, just from the standpoint of rhythm. Am I holding my breath in these situations? Is my rhythm really fast? Is it is the feeling? Is the breath coarse? If I'm running, there are different states, but checking in, and then as soon as you check in, to establish a rhythm, to pay attention to the rhythm that's there and just let that establish that, and then to refine it and to begin to feel how this life that is in space, this magnetism, this livingness, this is part of our body. It's one of our bodies. In the Hindu teachings, in the Upanishads, it's after the body of food, we have this body of magnetism, of prana. It contains the body of food. It's bigger, it contains it, but it's right there. And that's just where we live. In other words, what we can accumulate. There's a body of prana that is boundless and infinite, that is in space itself, from the pure potential in space that we can draw, and that we want to focus on in a variety of ways. I'm going to give the practices from a variation, one of the versions of the 20 purification breaths, but the emphasis is on the prayer. The emphasis is not on adding a lot of concentrations to the breath while you're doing it, but just to keep the simple flow of the breath in on Ya Shafi, a nice long inner breath in through the nose and out through the nose, Ya Kafi. And you do that 5 times, and you feel throughout, whatever you're doing, you're feeling the purification by taking the breath in all these different ways, in through the nose and out through the mouth 5 times, in through the mouth and out through the nose 5 times, in through the mouth and out through the mouth 5 times, making 20 breaths in all. You go through all the different possibility or combinations of inhalation and exhalation, and the stream of breath generally should be refined. And you should be very aware of what we say in the prayer afterwards, which is, Beloved Lord, Almighty God, through the rays of the sun, through the waves of the air, through thy all-pervading life in space, purify and revivify me, and I pray, heal my body, heart, and soul. So what are the 3 vehicles that are mentioned here? The rays of the sun, to really consciously, through the course of the day, connect with the rays of the sun in your breath, and to feel that the purifying quality of it. The waves of the air, which is, you say, where the Bible puts it this way, the Spirit moveth wherever it listeth. And then you say, what does that mean? Well, at the most material level, you could say the wind blows wherever it likes, but that connection of with the flow of the currents of air. And I mean, you ever been just totally befuddled, and you go out on some crisp day and you just let the air blow right through you and take everything away? It is quite healing. And we can acknowledge there's movement in it. There's that sense of blowing through you. And then the all-pervading life in space. How do you connect with that all-pervading life in space? That's what we want to find. They want to find that first by refining the breath, by putting it in rhythm, by being at ease around the process, by just becoming at one with it, and then beginning to feel the magnetism growing in your being. But we're going to do right now the 20 purification breaths and say the prayer, just because having put it in the atmosphere, I think it's important to do it as a practice. It will be a practice that we're asked to do over the course of the next period. And that is to do the 20 purification breaths, which many of you already do, and to do the prayer, but to really focus on these three avenues of purification of body, heal my body, heart, and soul. I asked Murshid once, how can the soul be healed? It's already perfect. He said, yeah, but it gets covered over, and it gets tired and deadened in its container, and it can't get to the surface. It's covered over. So healing of the soul is to bring light, to open up the areas that's covering it over, and let it, because it reflects within also itself all of the difficulties of life. And